set 4. I'm pretty sure he's going to have 3 different abilities, and in this video we're going to go over what I think those abilities are going to be. We're getting a brand new Barrel Magus getting revealed later this week, coming out in Divine Set 4. I'm pretty sure he's going to have 3 different abilities, and in this video we're going to go over what I think those abilities are going to be. We're getting a brand new Barrel Magus getting revealed later this week, coming out in Divine Set 4. I'm pretty sure he's going to have 3 different abilities, and in this video we're going to go over what I think those abilities are going to be. We're getting a brand new Barrel Magus getting revealed later this week, coming out in Divine Set 4. I'm pretty sure he's going to have 3 different abilities, and in this video we're going to go over what I think those abilities are going to be. We're getting a brand new Barrel Magus getting revealed later this week, coming out in Divine Set 4. I'm pretty sure he's going to have 3 different abilities, and in this video we're going to go over what I think those abilities are going to be. We're getting a brand new Barrel Magus getting revealed later this week, coming out in Divine Set 4. I'm pretty sure he's going to have 3 different abilities, and in this video we're going to go over what I think those abilities are going to be. We're getting a brand new Barrel Magus getting revealed later this week, coming out in Divine Set 4. I'm pretty sure he's going to have 3 different abilities, and in this video we're going to go over what I think those abilities are going to be. We're getting a brand new Barrel Magus getting revealed later this week, coming out in Divine Set 4. I'm pretty sure he's going to have 3 different abilities, and in this video we're going to go over what I think those abilities are going to be. We're getting a brand new Barrel Magus getting revealed later this week, coming out in Divine Set 4. I'm pretty sure he's going to have 3 different abilities, and in this video we're going to go over what I think those abilities are going to be. We're getting a brand new Barrel Magus getting revealed later this week, coming out in Divine Set 4. I'm pretty sure he's going to have 3 different abilities, and in this video we're going to go over what I think those abilities are going to be. We're getting a brand new Barrel Magus getting revealed later this week, coming out in Divine Set 4. I'm pretty sure he's going to have 3 different abilities, and in this video we're going to go over what I think those abilities are going to be. We're getting a brand new Barrel Magus getting revealed later this week, coming out in Divine Set 4. I'm pretty sure he's going to have 3 different abilities, and in this video we're going to go over what I think those abilities are going to be. We're getting a brand new Barrel Magus getting revealed later this week, coming out in Divine Set 4. I'm pretty sure he's going to have 3 different abilities, and in this video we're going to go over what I think those abilities are going to be. We're getting a brand new Barrel Magus getting revealed later this week, coming out in Divine Set 4. I'm pretty sure he's going to have 3 different abilities, and in this video we're going to go over what I think those abilities are going to be. We're getting a brand new Barrel Magus getting revealed later this week, coming out in Divine Set 4. I'm pretty sure he's going to have 3 different abilities, and in this video we're going to go over what I think those abilities are going to be. We're getting a brand new Barrel Magus getting revealed later this week, coming out in Divine Set 4. I'm pretty sure he's going to have... We're getting a brand new Barrel Magus getting revealed later this week, coming out in Divine Set 4. I'm pretty sure he's going to have 3 different abilities, and in this video we're going to go over what I think those abilities are going to be. So with the timing of this brand new Barrel Magus card, we can kind of ascertain a lot of things given what Bruce+FlameG has done for the previous 2 sets, where we've got a total of 7 brand new upgraded boss versions of previously released cards. So using that information, it's pretty easy to sort of guess that this new Barrel Magus will probably have 3 abilities. One of them is going to be the same ability that he had before, but slightly better, which has been the case for all of the upgrades that we've gotten in Divine Set 3 and in Lyrical 1 of Divines. There's going to be another ability included that he did not have previously, but is going to help the deck overall function and be a lot better. Finally, the last, or technically the very first ability that's going to be written on the card is that it's going to have the text that this card is always treated as the Master of Gravity Barrel Magus, which is an effect we've seen on all of these cards in some way, shape, or form, either in dress up or just in plain text, which is great because Bruce+FlameG has finally learned to to not destroy previous waves of support by changing the name of the main Vanguard and ruling out cards that were previously name locked. So with that first effect out of the way, we have the other two effects to try and figure out. So we can sort of guesstimate what his new evolved main effect is going to be, because Barrel Magus' effect originally was that when this unit attacks, you can counterblast 1, and you do all of the following according to the number of cards in your soul. If you have 5 or more cards in your soul, you draw a card. If you have 10 or more, you have this unit gain an additional critical. But if you have 15 or more, you can put all rear guards on the field, including your opponent's side, into their respective soul, and then you, the wielder of Barrel Magus, can call out 2 cards from your soul and give them an additional 10k power. So this allows you to have the ability to board wipe your opponent's entire board without targeting, and also in a powerful sense of removal where it goes into soul, which is for some decks a little hard to get access to. And it also gives you an additional 2 attacks on top of that. This skill is basically the cornerstone of Barrel Magus, specifically the last part of it. So I don't see this going away, but it is kind of difficult to try and guess how they're going to make this ability better. The main reason for this is that they've kind of already done that. In the Vine Set 3, there was a collaboration with the virtual esports group Vispo. And within that collaboration, there is a deck that has been called by many, myself included, Femme Barrel Magus, because it is basically Barrel Magus, but as a girl. The deck in question is called Beni Yakumo, and it kind of has the same effect as Barrel Magus, where depending on the number of cards in soul when the unit attacks, you get a certain number of effects. However, she does what Barrel Magus does, but better in a couple of different ways. For one, she has a reduced cost for her effect, because each of her requirements for cards in soul are lower than Barrel Magus's. Barrel Magus has 5, 10, 15, whereas Benny has 4, 9, and 13. This is something that a lot of players have been sort of preaching for Barrel Magus whenever he was to get a new form, where they wanted his requirements to just be lowered. And I've always thought this was just a lazy decision or a admission of failure on Bushiroad's part, because of the fact that they came up with this deck and they were either too lazy to design a way to make it work, or they're just admitting that it was just a bad design in the first place and they're giving up on it and completely scrapping it. On top of that, Benny also has her effects swapped around. So for 4 or more cards in your soul, you can actually call one out from your soul, so you don't have to wait
Hey, how's everyone doing today? Hopefully the Stinger intro wasn't too loud this time. It was actually reasonable. You guys got to keep your eardrums. Stanley and his wife's tax. Yep. What's up, guys? Bug Dagger isn't exactly Bug Dagger. He's like number 17 Leviathan Dragon. I mean, he is indeed a dragon, but he does have bug-like qualities no matter what anyone has to say. Might save money in the future since I don't seem interested in any of the Destined one. Yeah, me neither. But Bushiro, I be saying this every time, they be watching the stream. So be careful what you say. Because I said the same thing, right? Like, we looked at all the 6 divines when they like revealed them, and I was just like, none of these are hitting for me, right? Like, I don't care for any of these. I was like, maybe the Brancate one, like maybe I'll put my eggs in that basket, but everyone else was just kind of like, whatever. And then Bruce Road was like, a word? You don't give a shit about set 4? Oh, okay. How about we give you a whole new Barrel Magus? How about that? So, they got me. I honestly, I'm just hoping that this new form is enough to get me through, like, like a year, like from September to next September, or no, I'm sorry, October till next October or something like that. Because yeah, it's been kind of hard just finding decks that I really vibe with. But if I can play Barrel Magus competitively, right, like in a BCS season, I can retire happy at that point. But yeah, I hope you guys are doing all right on this Tuesday. It is dumb hot as it's been all week, so we're sitting down today, and I have these earbuds because the other ones melt my face. So we'll see how long I can last, but we've got a bit of a long one also because I have a lot of things to go over today. You already got your playset of set 2 barrel support? Yeah, I have. I have it in every single rarity. Yes. I think I need one more of the base rarity. A friend sent me the FR, and then I ordered 3 more before it got like, I don't know how it is now, but I got it when it was like a cent. And same thing with the SR, I got that for like cents, and I got 4 of those. The SR actually does not look nice at all. I'm so disappointed because there's just nothing about it that's like, you know, sparkly or anything. Like some of the other SRs look insane, but the barrel one looks not good. What's the hardening insight? It does not look good, the SR at all. Very disappointed. So I might actually play the FR, but I have to wait for those to come in. But I think I need one more of the base rarity one, and I'll have the card in every single rarity, as I do with, I think, every single piece of barrel support, including Swirler and a Mandine. I think I have each of them in like every rarity that I can think of. So. You got the SRs of the Karma Grade 2. Let's go. Yeah, I was gonna get them too. Honestly, I was looking at it and the prices weren't that different, but I regret that better. This man stinks. Unbelievable. Mods. Get this man the hell out of here. Oh, okay. All right. How's everyone doing today? How are you doing, Joe? Yeah. There we go. I'm looking for this. I'm so confused. Yeah, I just put that in today. It's for something else actually, but yeah, it's I realize I can actually use it for like other things, so I have to start developing like a soundboard too while I'm at it. Triggered your fighter. Good. I'm glad. Ideal 808 runs out of stock super fast. Base ready triple rares were gone before I could set up the shopping cart. On their website, maybe. On TCG Players, I bought a bunch of shit from them. Those are my homies. But yeah, on their base site, they might just not put enough or something. I don't know. But they be putting like a billion things on TCG Player. But alright. Yeah. So today, we'll go over the reveals from this morning, which weren't crazy. We mainly got the full deck list for the Stride deck sets for both Harry and Night Rose. We got 2 cards of Vladimir support and 2 cards of Raziel support. Raziel, whatever. And I think that is all that they really showed today. Do I have a second gigantic FR? I do not believe I do now. I do not believe. Yeah, I do not believe I do. I said that right. Okay. I thought I put a double negative. Imagine Barrel has replaced Selfish Engraver. She's forever the best wife in the deck. I hope she gets an upgraded form. Like, I hope her and Curtis get upgraded forms. That'd be really sick, because you know they've been literally played in the deck since set 1. So it'd be really nice to have her get like a double rare version or something like that. That looks really cool, but who knows. Does Barrow have any other CC options? Cat does not count. Nope, that's the only. He has actually one version. I actually ordered. There's this one Barrow card that actually does countercharge from set 2. That specifically lists Barrow Magus that I bought in SP just to be safe before the reveals, because I think that's the only card I don't have like max rarity for Barrow Magus, and it was like 40 cents. So that's how you know it's a bad card. But yeah, so we got Vladimir and Raziel support, as well as the full deck list for the Stride deck sets. And we're also going to be playing a little bit of catch up. We'll go back to the, I believe, the Thursday stream where we got the Bruce and the Punk Girls for set 4 as well. So we'll go over that. We've already talked about it a bunch, but you know, new Barrel Magus coming out on Thursday. I'll be streaming twice that day, so I'll be streaming in the morning for my I guess my live reaction, and then later that night for to actually go over this stuff. Vanguard Twitter celebrity Curly. Oh man, you're my biggest fan. Damn, I was my biggest fan doing on this scorching hot Thursday. Put my headphones back in. Hold on. Keep like unsyncing. More importantly, the card that tells Preciosa you're not invited to the rock concert. I don't know about that one, buddy. I've done unspeakable things, and I've secured myself like, I want to say like 4 playsets of Preciosa, to be honest. Is this one? Yeah. Okay. Alright, there we go. And then I have to disable the headset, because that's just ass. Alright, sorry. Yeah, so stream in the morning, quick live reaction, and then we'll actually play the cards at night. You know, we'll go over the Bruce stuff, we'll go over the new Bladmeyer card, we'll go over the full list for the deck set, we'll have some, you know, anime spoilers if you haven't seen the first episode of the anime. We have some stuff from the Discord. But of course, before then, we'll do the card of the day.
I got to buy all of my dark states, so I will be ready for Harry. Loved it in G. Played progression. Me and my friend are at set 11. Oh wow, damn. So it works in every other lyrical deck, so safe there. I mean, yeah, it works. It's one of those cards where like, it's like Eureka, where you can play it in like every deck. Whether or not the deck benefits, it's like a different story, but you can just slap it in there and you'll probably be fine. Eureka might not be the best example, but maybe Eureka. I don't fucking know. I feel like Eureka just isn't as splashable anymore. You notice I say Baramagus? Baramagus? Yeah. Magus. This chat is also known as the irresponsible spending on shiny cardboard rehab group. Rehab? Rehab? This isn't rehab, bro. I'm an enabler, bro. You want to get 4 SPs, bro? I'm all about it. Yo, get that shit right now. You think I'm gonna tell you no? Bro, bling your shit out. I ain't gonna stop no one, bro. I'm gonna instigate the fuck out of that. But alright, sorry. So yeah, so we'll go over the card today. So, let's play our we can do Aquatic Mine again, right? Seems like a nice chilled out groove, right? I think I can actually put the music up a little more. I was watching one of the odds. So we got ourselves here the very last bit of lyrical set 1 card of the days. I know it's late, we're catching up because I didn't stream on Thursday, and I know for the like women haters, I know you have to look at a woman again. For the women enjoyers, I know, I'm sorry, this is it, right? We have to go and look at fucking dragons and knights and all this other crap for like the next couple of months, but it is what it is. Just the hater. So we got Floating Point Cathryle here. They have so many different girls in lyrical that they're running out of names, like humanly possible names. They have to like butcher Catherine. This just says Energy Blast 3, choose a unit, gets 5k at the end of the turn. My irrational fear, women. So fear of women aside, this is actually a really nice little comment. I want to try this out in I don't know if I'll try this out. I'll have to see. It might be better because there's another comment in this set that says the same thing essentially, but it's a grade 2, and she says Energy Blast 3, I can boost and I get 5k, so she's a 15k booster every turn that you want to use the energy on. This is kind of the same thing, or at least I'll be using it for the same purpose, because I was using it in Medial to get like a decent early game, bouncy with Preciosa and stuff, but then also you can make your Flower Girl a lot bigger, right? Because the 15k booster, that goes bird. But since she restands, you can use this, give the Flower Girl plus 5k,
and she can probably swing like 30k on herself, right? Because if you go second, she gets 5k if she attacks a grade 3. Medio gives the front row 5k. This would be another 5k, and then excuse me, I guess that's about it, right? So she goes to about 25 on her own. There's another 5k that can be applied, but I think I'm thinking of actually no, yeah, you can do another 5k. You can play Lavore in front of her, so that bumps her up to 30. Plus, you know, all 4 of those combined bumps her up all the way up to 30. You know, Persona Ride, and she has a crit, and she can swing an unboosted restand and hit with a booster for a lot stronger. So I might end up using this because I'm not playing the triple rare from that set because I think it's dog shit. So I actually have a bunch of free energy to play with. So we'll see. I have space for it, but she'll say yes if you don't play. If you don't play that dumb grade 3. There's a grade 2. 1? Yeah, grade 1. Sorry. But yeah, I was able to slaughter in really easily. Unless I have. In any case, he's also just a good backup to call from drop when your flower girls decide to be MIA. With that, we'll finally start with the Divine Set 4. Card of the day reveals we got Electric Corrosion Monster Billy Juju, who just says when this boost, if you have 3 or more different card names in your order zone, you put a set order on the bottom of your deck to give this 5k to the end of the turn. This is like, all right, just call it Billy. Yeah. That works. So, you know, technically Arkwright could use this, but not really, because she uses the same order. Eva could technically use this. Wellstroke could use this. And that's almost about it. So it's a 13k booster. I feel like there's an easier way to get 13k boosters, but putting a set order back is nice. This might come into play with the Polodino or whatever it's called, the new Brancate Destined one. Perhaps it, you know, it's in Brancate. It probably revolves with set orders. Maybe it's kind of like Avantgarde where you use the set order and it goes to drop. So keep an eye out for this one, right? Yeah, I mean, you can count it as Evo support. It is a monster, so it's searchable. I don't know if they want to play that. They play the other monster that's like Soul Blast and it gets more power. So who knew, right? Brancate uses set orders. I honestly forget sometimes. But next up, we've got ourselves one of the more frustrating commons, because we're starting to get back to that Will Dress PSTD. So we've got Divine Sister Granita here, whose art looks banger, right? She looks super cool. But you may immediately notice that not only is she a grade 3, she also has 15k base, which means she has some dumbass restriction, which for her says you can't ride her, and if you have not used the divine skill, she cannot attack. So you just throw her on the field and she just fucking sits there with her badass scythe, but her lazy ass just won't attack. And then when she does finally magically attack, she gets 2k for each of your rear guards. So maximum 10k, she goes 25. So that was super worth restricting it, right? Because we don't have other rear guards that can hit 25 or anything like that on their own. But you know, I love set orders, so I can't wait for the Keter set order and Order Searcher and Festival Booster. Yeah, hopefully you can get your hand on that. I'm really mad at this thing. She even looks like she could be a grade 3 boss. Yeah, honestly, she could have been. She could have been like anything, bro. They could have like done so much, but she does not. Yeah, she does not even have like any issues. So it is just so disappointing that they took this badass art and they were just like, nah, bro, fuck you. Like, whoever on the design team, they must like not like this illustrator, and they're like, nah, I'm gonna give your card shit fucking art, shit fucking effect. But this also means one more thing. Yeah, we might end up getting 5 more of these things. We might end up getting one for each nation like we did before in set 13 with the Dragon Tree guys. Only problem is that these guys were actually playable because they just say you can't call them, but you can still cheat them out, right? You can still get them out, right? You can insert KO, you can summon this guy just from drop or whatever, and you're fine. You can call this thing from deck, right? And you're fine. You can still have a 15k body that still does shit, but she can't even fucking attack. I don't know why they didn't just copy this, so at least I like whatever, I can still, you know, do something, but no, they couldn't even do that. So very disappointing. Very much. Getter one wasn't that bad, yeah. But we'll move on next to Resection Angel here, who has a really nifty effect that says when your grade 3 or greater unit from the back row center column attacks, she gets 5k power. It's unfortunately once per turn, so you can't stack this. Yeah, we had Dawnbreaker on stream using that in Solarium. And you know, this is interesting because it does actually support some decks right now, so you can use this in Grand Grace. I'm considering using this in Grand Grace because you kind of need like a decent grade 1 in that deck, so this might work for it, and I like the art, so it might end up working out. The fact that it's only usable to grade 3 sucks. I hate grade 1s that only work on grade 3. But you can also use this in the Undercover deck. I forgot what that guy's name was called. You can use that in that because Obscurate attacks from the back row. So obviously you won't because you need all specific names in that deck, but technically it's playable. However, this might just give us a hint at what Alden is going to do, which is kind of lame. No matter what route they go with him, honestly, if he has some sort of back row attack, yeah. If he has some sort of back row attack, Alden, that's really lazy because we literally just did that in set 3. So that's stupid. If he lets the back row attack, that's whack because that's just Grand Grace, right? So no matter what way they do this is kind of lazy. So, but we'll see. Only won last weekend's local Caterpillar, I'm guessing. But attack from the damage zone? I mean, if he does, they'll be fucking playing him. That would be dope. Like, you take a face-up card and attack from the damage zone and flip it face down. That would be lit. But I don't know if that would actually make sense. Pure Alden, no. Alright, so that does it for the card today. We'll start in not reverse, but we'll catch up with the stuff Thursday. Here, which include the Punk Girl support, which not gonna lie, a little disappointed about. I expected a lot more. Is that the exact deal you had? Nice. Yeah, I would love that. I would love that a lot. I love Angel Feather. I love the concept of manipulating, maybe not manipulating, but using the damage zone. I love that. That's why I like Dark States. I like using my soul, right? I like using that kind of stuff. If Grand Blue wasn't so like, you know, Grand Blue, and I wasn't such a hipster, I would love Grand Blue a lot more, but I feel like it's just a lot more intricate with the soul and with the damage zone than there's the drop. Everything is just kind of in the drop, right? Flip color, today my hatred for chaos reached a peak. What'd he do? Oh, is it something like game wise or something? I'm guessing lore wise. I guess he murked someone today or something. Lore wise, I figured. Damn. Just imagine units sent to the damage zone can be used to attack with guard at the cost of being used as CB1. Yeah, that'd be nice. Just having some kind of interaction with the damage zone honestly would be nice in the game where one of its main things is the damage zone, right? It's so unique, but whatever. So we've got ourselves, it's ready. It's already past the time to go in Be Me. It's cute art here, but she just says on place, you take a Flame G girl from your drop, put it on the bottom of the deck, gets 10k. That's about it. That's like fine, but like you mainly want to attack with, I mean, maybe not. because the only other two Flame G girls, grade 1 and the grade 2, they don't boost. They have to attack to get their effects. So that's kind of obnoxious, because otherwise you lose a counter charger, or you just have a grade 2 on board that does nothing unless you play a bunch of copies of the grade 0 instead. So I feel like this is nice and all, but I don't know if it works for the deck specifically. I guess if you like give her a boost, that would be nice, but who knows. Hire me booster. I will lead Keter to great heights. No. Keter doesn't need anything else. Itself is good, but you're not gonna run her. Yeah. I think Lyrical has the boost set order, right? I think Lyrical is the one that got one of the boost ones. So maybe, right? You can play this. She has a 20k booster. She makes the grade 1 28. You know, you can counter charge or whatnot, maybe. But yeah, it sucks, unfortunately. And this girl have a Flame G game name, just be like the Flame G supported. Yeah, I don't understand why they don't make more Flame G girls, especially ones that are like clearly in the band, presumably, right? Like they had that one, the double rare, like she's very clearly in the fucking band, right? How is that not a Flame G girl? Like she's on the stage playing like a guitar or bass or something. Like why is she not part of the fucking band? She's not a fan, bro. She's part of the band. She was playing guitar on stage. That ain't no fucking fan, bro. That's a band member, bro. I don't know about how I feel about that. Yeah, so she's all right. Then next up we've got Leave the Makeup to Me. Esma. Who says that when this is placed on her ear, Energy Blast fucking 4 to search your deck or drop for one grade 2 or less Flame Glam in its card name, call it to rear, and this unit gets 5k, and then you shuffle. And then you can put this to soul, choose a Flame Glam from the bottom from your drop, put it on the bottom of your deck, and one of your units gets 5k. It's the end of the turn. This is like ass. To me, I kind of wish they swapped the two effects of the grade 1 and the grade 2, but like the EB3 versus triple rare, like why the fuck they have to do Energy Blast 4? I would have rathered like Counter Blast, Energy Blast 3 or something. And I tweeted this out, and people were like, oh, the deck rushes. So like, all right, then give it a different fucking restriction. Like, why the fuck Energy Blast 4? Like, that's fucking stupid. Uses energy, so it's basically free. Yeah, but like, you would like to have the option to use energy. Just because you don't play Precia in the deck doesn't mean like the deck should never be able to play Precia. That's just whack. But I don't know, that's stupid as hell. All of that just to search, which the deck desperately needs, right? It needs to search. Please don't use your turn 4 going first. Like, and like, this is stupid because we can already use our turn 2 going first. You can just play the Festival Booster Girl Dragon, so it just gives you energy charge 1. So I could already do this turn 2 if I wanted to, right? If I really fucking wanted to. So like, what was the point of making this Energy Blast 4? I don't know. Stupid as hell. Unless I'm wrong and it doesn't energy charge, but I'm pretty sure it does. So this was just super upsetting when I saw this, but it is what it is. I also accidentally colored in this blue, but it'd be what it is. Yeah, it's just play an order. There's so many orders in Lurker. That's super easy, right? Just play an order, play Stegria in the deck. Easy peasy, right? Play the grade 1, play Stegria, play this, get a full board. Problem solved. Play, I don't care which order. Play the girl that searches the order, counterblast 1, search an order. And then I can like remove the oh no, I think I need energy for that, right? All right, so maybe next turn I can remove then the grade 1 to get back that order. Like, it would have worked out. It does work out technically, right? But I don't understand, man. I mean, the set 4 one is free, and you can search it out. You just play it, bounce something to hand. So, set 1, have an order that's Energy Blast 2 at 5k. That was not. Yeah, that was. I was gonna say that's not Lyrical 1, but yeah, in set 1 you can do that, but that's Energy Blast. So you obviously wouldn't be able to use that with this girl, unless you go second, I guess. But yeah, call and response usable. I mean, I guess yeah, you can use call and response because you can rest her or put it into soul, but this is whack, bro. This is disappointing. The deck needs a lot of help, and like I hate it because I feel like Bushiroad doesn't want to push the deck because it's the one lyrical deck that's not just fucking schoolgirls and shit. It's a deck that actually is unique and looks different, but it doesn't fit Bushi's thinly concealed fetish, so we might not actually get good support for this, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just being super harsh on it. At the same time, Energy Blast 4 is one hell of a cost. Oh, whatever. Let's just move on. Complain about Bruce. With Yubble's Playmaker Eli. Or, yeah, it should be Eli, right? You have this and lock us in hand. Turn 2, you can do some very stupid things, yeah. If this triple rare card has a skill that treats all units on board as Flame G, nah, you don't need something that much. This bro's made the habitat on legs, yeah. So he does all this shit, but it's really just yeah, like a top 7. But so when does this place? As long as it's not battle phase and you have a Diabolus Vanguard, you Energy Blast 3. Look at the top 7 cards of your deck. Choose up to 2 normal units with Diabolus. Choose 1 and call it. Put the other one to your soul. Tell me how. Like, I guess you can play this in battle phase, but tell me how this. I mean, I guess it searches your whole deck. Whatever. Fuck you. Whatever. Energy Blast 3. Look at top 7. Choose 2. Crazy deck thinning, put 1 into soul, call 1 out. Insane. But then it also says if you have final rush, this gets boost, and if you have final burst, it gets 5k. So pretty good. But I think the general consensus is that this is a great card, but it's not specifically what either Bruce needed. Seems to be the general consensus. Maybe, I don't know. I feel like this is pretty solid, but we'll have to see what them kids kick up. Entire board off 1 card, yeah, by changing this in Gimme. Exactly, yeah. I feel like there's definitely a lot to play with, but I don't know. We'll have to see. He has nothing. I don't know about nothing. I don't know about nothing. You can also use this turn 2, right? So this even gives you an early game, right? Because it's not create 3 lock, so you can use this turn 2. Energy Blast 3, call something out, right? And you have deck thinning. You thin deck for 2 cards. You can swing in. You're aggressive from turn 1, something that Bruce has never been able to do for a long time. So seems alright. Used to set 4 days when Bruce was an instant win on turn 4. Yeah. You just want hand. Yeah, that's a fair point. This saves you hand because you know you're playing 1 card, it gives you 2. But yeah, it does need a way to gain like some hand advantage so it can survive. That's not fucking counterblast 1 to. Essentially, counterblast 1 to draw 1 is what that 1 regard does, right? Simple for the card that gives Bruce triple drive instead of the promo that gives access to 7 attacks. Nah, I do not like the triple drive card at all, because like that it's the only way the deck can plus, right? I feel like that card is just so bad. It's the only way the deck can plus, but you have to play this 7k grade 1, which is already ass, right? It's basically a 5k booster. Then you have to counterblast 1 each turn, which Bruce was already counterblast 1, so now every turn is counterblast 2. So you can very easily get damage denied. And you have to play awkward counter charges and all that jazz. All of that just so you can plus 1. And it's not even like a good plus 1, because you'll drive check it and it could just be a Diabolus card that like does nothing for you, right? So it's not like your draft checks are guaranteed to be good or anything like that in that deck. Maybe now because you have like some better deck thinning, but yeah, no, I do not like that card at all, to be honest. Calling for regards off one card's hand advantage, you can only use that on turn 3, and that's what, counter blast 1, energy blast 3 to do all that. So I don't know. One card because you're relying on the top 7 to get it. Yeah, but I mean, like, your whole deck is Diablos, so like, I'm sure you're bound to get something over it. But yeah, to get Jamil specifically is kind of rough. And yeah, you can't guard with a full board now. You spot a greedy regardless during your playtest? Yeah, that sounds about right. You would definitely need to use something like that because you could use either effect for Bruce, for either Bruce, honestly. So I don't know, seems fine to me, but we'll have to see. Real quickly, before we go on to the next part here, as I mentioned a bunch of time, open up a new Discord called the Drop Zone. I updated whatchamacallit, Nightbot, so it doesn't remind you every 5 seconds. But now it hasn't mentioned it at all, so I have to find a sweet spot. But real quick, we'll go into this. We had a local tournament this past weekend. We're having another one this Saturday. We're trying to have another one this Saturday. We'll see. If you guys want to join, pop into the Discord and we can get you set up so you can fight this Saturday. But this was what it shook out. We had Showstopper in 3rd place here with Raziel. We had Motherwater Matt with Patrolka in 2nd place. I unfortunately got 1st place with Bloodfire because I was TOing. So it's a bit awkward for me to organize my own tournament and win it. But this is the one place where timestamp can appear in a pie chart. Timestamp. Wins, Josh. Yeah. yeah. She only lost to me, unfortunately. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. We also, I put I want to say soft band. I don't know if that's the right word, but yeah, we did a soft band on Shirinu and Lord for this. Not that I think anyone that was playing was gonna bring it, but I just, I feel like most of us are tired of that. We'll see. How did Petrolka win 2nd up? Petrolka's a good deck. What do you mean? I think round 1, Petrolka played Chaos. Round 2, they went into Chrono Jet. And then round 3, they played me. So they played all the Dark Six except for Timestamp 3, ironically. Yeah, and I 6 damage healed against the deck that miracle heals. But nah, Petrolka's good, bro. I'm not, again, when I say a deck is good, I'm not saying it's like tier 1 and everyone's just like, but it doesn't beat you, no, this deck fucking sucks or whatever. But going to the plays, yeah, it's a pain, yeah. I just figured people could use a break from that, but we'll see. Again, can't wait to enter with Velsa. Yeah, you can do that this Saturday if you can get the Freiheits from Fuzzle Rooster, which comes out this Friday. Tournaments on Saturday if you get lucky. But, that was that. So if you guys are interested, either join Discord or the tournament, give that a shot. It's not Nightbot's being lazy. We'll just ping that. But before we go into the reveals from today, which are kind of short, we have messages from the Drop Zone. So before every stream, I ask if anyone from the Discord has anything that they want us to discuss today. And this one's a bit delayed, but our buddy Boyang here has a message for us, and you obviously can't read that because it's like a Discord screenshot. So we're gonna go ahead and type that out for you, right? So let's go ahead and see what Boyang has to say. I have a proposal for the Drop Zone segment topic. That being, should other regions adopt Japan's diversity cut policy on major regional or national events? So for those that don't know, diversity cut is a very controversial topic for Vanguard, but it's basically something that's only happening in Japan. And how Japan's tournament system is structured is that, especially right now, they're doing team events, and essentially they only do Swiss rounds of 4. And after those 4 rounds, the way that they break tie breaks between teams is based on diversity cut, which means the more diverse your deck is, you have a higher chance to advance. So if like you have 5 teams that go X and 1, but out of those 5 teams, 4 of them play Shiranui, 1 of them plays, I don't know, Patrolka, the Patrolka player will pass due to the diversity cut. You got the Freiheits already. You just need the Iron Garden, 2 copies of the Boba Mine, and 2 extra copies of Wells. Okay, those should be easy to cut. So that's diversity cut. So essentially, if you meta dog, there's a chance you might bubble out because someone else is playing a more unique deck than you. Hell no. I understand why some like seeing the diversity. I feel like for the betterment of the actual format as a whole, to see. I hate this fucking heart. I wish it would just go away. Better to help the actual format as a whole to see what the main issues are present. So I'll leave my thoughts on it for the end, because there's a bit to go into this. Bojang's at above here, right? So kind of echoing what Brawls are saying here. So in theory, diversity cut encourages people to explore non-mana options on decks they play, thus creating a rather semi-manufactured sense of variety and creativity when it comes to tournament statistics, mainly on pie charts. But there are clear loopholes, such as practices, thus creating deliberate rule abuses. For example, some players back in the day, they used to use the trial deck Leonord or Deck Jeweled and whatnot as your grade 3 because they would be different than the main deck one, so that would technically work for diversity cut. However, as we are heading towards midway of the Divines era, the abuse of diversity cut has reached a new height as cards are getting more splashable than ever. Not only rear guards, but also are becoming more generic as well, but Vanguard units are becoming swappable too. An example we have here is this Alden list, which, if you'd notice, is actually not an Alden list at all. It is actually a Raziel list, specifically Hostage Raziel, that just uses the grade 3 Alden in the ride deck. Even though like this grade 2 is only for Alden, they hard ride the Raziel instead to get the effect from hand and just leave it in the ride deck as it is, right? And by doing this, statistically, it says that they're playing Alden because that's their main grade 3 Vanguard in the deck. But they're actually not playing that, so they get by diversity cut by playing something that's actually not intended to get past the diversity cut, which is what Bojang will say here, right? You see it's an Alden list, but it's actually just not an Alden list, it's just Raziel. So how do we think we can fix, so do you think as long as we fix those issues of the regions should adopt diversity cut, or is diversity cut itself a broken concept to begin with that are trying to mask the inherent imbalance between decks and sometimes nations? I think that was it, right? Yeah. What is Hostage Raziel? Hostage Raziel is using the order from set from Festival Collection, using this, and to an extent this, using this to get this, which then says you can guard with anything, and then using Raziel every single turn to bring back like your PGs to guard with them, and then like using her to put the PGs back into deck from the bind zone, because this binds the thing you guard with, and then constantly cycling out your PGs every single turn. Yeah, the thing you want to get and be a horrible person with. Which is ironically why this guy is actually playing this guy, right? A lot of people are adopting cards that either retire or bot deck other cards into their list
because of these hostage decks. So this guy says you like counterblast one or something to then bot deck one of your opponent's cards. You can bot deck one of their PGs that either Luard or Raziel calls out, so that way they can't use it to guard that turn. I just found out that in tournaments, if the match times out, both players lose. Apparently, yeah, they unfortunately changed the time rules with Divines. Before, it used to be that, you know, there's timing around. Let's say there's 30 minutes. Once that time finishes, there's an extra 10 minutes. And after those extra 10 minutes, or before the previous 25 minutes ends, or whatever the case may be, you go into turns. So they'll give you 4 turns to try and play out the game. And if you still haven't decided the game after that, you both lose. Now what they do is there's like 30 minutes in the round. Once time is up, if the game isn't finished, you just fucking lose. You both fucking lose, get fucked, nerd, which sucks. Which is what makes these hyper decks even worse, because what they'll do is that they'll never let the game end, and then you just both get a double loss, right? So I agree with fixing those issues, as they're clearly skirting a very problematic line. I feel like it's in favor of Bushiroad not properly developing decks to compete with the top tier. Without diversity cut, Bushi would be forced to hit problematic things much quicker in fear of backlash or bad luck. Yeah. I feel Bushiroad officials and some Vanguard tubers love talking about how diverse our pie charts are. Then when we search the Alden topping list and this happened, you can imagine my reaction. Yeah, I mean, this doesn't happen that much. The things that are like part of the pie chart aren't always like this, because it's usually, you know, it isn't just one deck, right? But I get what you mean. The next word, since I know some people will take advantage of that. Yeah, the good thing about Hostage, Raziel, and Luard is that they're actually not topping. They're not winning tournaments or anything like that. So it's gonna exist, but they're just not winning the game. So it's just, honestly, there's really nothing to it, right? It doesn't like seem to be broken to the point where they're like topping every tournament or like that. I don't think a single one of them has ever topped a single tournament. So we'll use the old system only after the 4 turns. The one with less damage wins. Yeah, that used to be the old system. I'm calling out heals to bind them so that I can use the layout to return it. It has to be normal units. I think both cards have to be normal units. I think Liel says normal units, and I think the set order says normal units, unfortunately. So with that said, how do I feel personally about diversity cut? Diversity cut is a weird one, because for my I don't know if philosophy is the right word, but for like Leo doesn't say normal units. Oh, I think the order might say normal units then. Otherwise I feel like they would be doing that all the time. Morals? No, that's not the right word. But overall, like I should like diversity cut, because I like it in the card game where people can play what they want to play. I hate it when it's like, hey, let's play this card game. You could only play A, B, C. We have fucking D through Z, but fuck that. You can only play A, B, C. And I feel like that's really lame. I'm not saying it should be A through Z, but it should at least be like A, B, C, and then everything else, you know, isn't as used as much, but it can still work out. So diversity cut, in theory, should do that. But unfortunately, that's not what's happening. People are abusing the system. And also, players are looking at it like at a sort of like a disadvantage or something like that. When it comes to like competitive use, specifically, this might be controversial, but like a lot of people feel like it diminishes the competitive aspect of it. But like, isn't like diversity cut technically a more competitive environment? Because not only do you have to build a good deck, not only do you have to win with that deck, but now you also have to win with a deck that isn't just, you know, the very best deck. You have another layer on top of that. So it technically
increases the complexity of like the whole event and whatnot. But just a little bit of devil's advocate. Should we adopt this for English? I don't think there's any possible way that they can fix the issues. It's impossible. Unless they like have everyone review the manually what the deck does beforehand, and Bushiroad does not have the manpower to do that, so they're not going to fix the issues. Therefore, we should not have diversity cut in other regions. It doesn't say normal units either. That doesn't sound right. That doesn't sound right. Otherwise, I'm pretty sure we would see them putting back heals more often than not, but maybe they do, and I have hostage Raziel and them wrong, but I don't feel like that's the case. Not saying you don't know how to read, but why would we not just be putting heals back? Why would it fuck my PG, bro? Well, I guess the PG is important. Display, right? No, I've been playing so much like actual physical quick display, physical Vanguard, that see if it's taking forever to update here. There's a lot of high profile Yu-Gi-Oh players are playing Lorcana, whatever, Lorcana. There we go. Current state of things over there. I don't know what. I know it has to do with Yu-Gi-Oh. What is what we're talking about have to do with Yu-Gi-Oh? I got into an argument yesterday with some guy on Discord over him complaining that meta sucks and that he gets crap for playing non-meta decks, which isn't true. I mean, I wouldn't say it's not true. I've gotten crap a bunch of times for playing non-meta decks. Like Blandmeyer, the meta instead of he's blaming the meta instead of adapting. Yeah, you definitely shouldn't do that. You should play what you want, but then you have to make it work. So you can't just complain. To an extent, you can't just sit there and complain that you can't play your deck because of whatever one else is playing. But you know, this game is like a perfect state. It's kind of a different story, but not that it is right now. So let's just double check this real quick. Keter Sanctuary. Let's get Liel. Discard a card from your hand and put 2 cards in your bind zone. She only says cards specifically. And this says when your unit is attacked, choose one of your rear guards not being attacked. Yeah, I guess you could just use heals. Maybe they have been using heals. I don't know. I feel like that's a lot stronger than using PGs constantly, but maybe I've just had Hostage Raziel wrong. Who the fuck? Who the hell? This is an obvious one, but this guy doesn't say normal units. Yeah, I don't fucking know. Yeah, maybe that's what they do. Maybe they do PG or heal. This guy's here, so I guess we might have a Bladmeyer card already, which is kind of nice. Yes, test, hello, yes, test received. The thing is that people aren't doing that. They're taking two top tier decks and one okay deck that others aren't taking. Win 2 to 3 games each round is still top. Likewise, it feels hollow. Teams who have lost some games, who in a normal tournament wouldn't top, being able to top, which makes the people who are winning but pick the wrong decks feel bad. Like, I get that to an extent, but like, I don't feel like that's really what's happening. Like, I don't know. That's the other thing that people bring up with diversity cut, is that they feel like it's just like a third person and like they're not truly topping, right? If they're just fucking, they got through with diversity cut because like their partners won and they just actually suck ass at the game. Like, I feel like we don't know that per se. I'm not saying brawls are specifically saying that about everyone, but I feel like I don't feel like that's always the argument per se. Hard with the text limit here? Yeah, sorry about that. So an attack the PG in the Vanguard was, yeah. So yeah. My old deck boss gonna says, bro, you asked about this hostage thing in the first place. Diversity becomes mainstream, people explore more dark force options and lyrical, then I'm all for it. Will surprise opponents too, since they aren't prepared. Yeah, but I don't know. I definitely think the company should encourage diversity, but it's definitely not working out that way, unfortunately. Currently, that I see Eli, it's the same card for VMS. Yeah, we just take a look at it. I think it's good, but everyone keeps saying it's not. So I don't know. Maybe your credit deck can be Olden? Maybe. There's a new one coming? Yeah, Olden? That's what you were talking about. As we tried making a list for the Star. We actually have one today. We have a list for that today, actually. But all right, yeah. Thanks, Bojan, for submitting that. And yeah, summation. I don't think we should do diversity cut. I don't think. And its current iteration, it's not gonna work. When it works with his old stuff, I sure hope so, because I have all of it max rarity, because it's like 2 cents, or was at least. To me, a competitive environment should be used to push the best players to the top, while also indicating the problems in the current format. To me, it doesn't fulfill those two. I don't think a competitive environment should be indicating the problems in the current format, per se. In an ideal world, there shouldn't be problems. I get what you're saying, but ideally, it should just be the first one. But yeah. I like the grade 0 for Alden, the promo, and that pink witch. Pink. Have a segment wildly inaccurate divine skill prediction, 90% like the future. Yeah, we do that like every stream, unfortunately, and we'll have to see if any of them get right. And for the new barrel, how are my expectations? I mean, I did a video on it, but I'm keeping them, you know, pretty steady. There is some cope in that, you know, Arkwright and Shoujo Doji got really good upgrades, right? So there's some hope that maybe they'll do that for Barrow, but Bruce Road hates Barrow, so I'm keeping my expectations real, but we'll just have to wait and see. The Grace Hero for Graham Grace? Graham Grace? The promo grade 0 for Alden? You want to use it in Graham Grace? Oh, is that even possible? Hope he soul blasts his entire stack to get rid of his entire stack, and at the end of the turn, if you don't win, you lose. About all that. Yeah, more than likely we'll do that, yeah. But picking which is the sorry. Okay, yeah, I really like that starter. It's my favorite Keter starter. I have to go get more copies of her because she's right now only available in the Graham Grace stand-up deck, and I only have like 2 copies of her. One from I actually bought, and then the other one because I ordered. But anyways, all right, let's go into the reveals for this morning. So we still have a bunch of other stuff to go through. Oh, as long as Barrow doesn't have CB issues, we are good. Already made peace that Barrow may never meant to run the energy cycler. Yeah, we'll see. I'm pretty sure he's still gonna have a counterblast cost, to be honest, but we'll see. This is buddy fight talk, isn't it? All right, back to a real game like Vanguard. Kidding. So we got Secret Edge Dragon here. This is a grade 2 for anyone with a divine skill, unfortunately. But when this is placed on rear, if your Vanguard has divine skill, counterblast 1, choose one of your opponents, back row rear guards, put them on the bottom of their deck. This is like whatever. I don't like that these cards, it's specifically seeing it for Keter, so I maybe can't make this argument, right? Because Keter does have 3 divine skills in it, but I don't like these cards that are only locked to cards with divine skills, because presumably we're not gonna get like a bunch of cards with divine skills. So I don't like the fact that they're locking it behind that, but we'll see how this plays out. This effect is kind of whatever. We have access to bot decking stuff and Keter in other ways, so this is kind of whatever. I don't think any of the divine skill users will use this, including Alden, whose effect I don't even know yet, but it's there. And then we got ourselves the Knight of Perspicacity.
Catalus here. This is a grade 0.
Triple rare.
When this unit is placed on rear, if you have a grade 3 or greater Vanguard or
Vezzel on this card name, choose one of your units that gets 5k at the end of the turn. And if this unit was switched by your Vanguard's ability, it gets 10k instead of 5k.
I don't like that this says Raziel.
When Alden focuses on different grade units, this could have easily been support for both of them, right? Like this card could have said for divine skills only or whatever, but whatever. What did I say? Did I accidentally curse? An unfair advantage over other decks. 1, cut your original star. 2, replace it with this grade 0 regardless if you run the order, hostage, or standard build. Profit. I guess. I don't know. Potential draw 1 when he goes seconds, but small price compared to what he does. Does he really do that much for you to not draw going second? You lose his draw going second. Yeah, but that's kind of good. But this says back row rear guard circle. He can intercept, and also intercepts from the back row. So this says on place, it gives something 10k. 10 or 5k. This gives you an early game, right? So if you only have 1 counter blast, you can call this out and something else, right? And then you can give something 10k, so it makes up for the fact that he's only 6k. Then he gets intercept, so you can intercept with him and then bring him back next turn. So yeah, it's a pretty good card. It sucks that you can't play it in Olden also, considering that was kind of his thing, right? But whatever. It'd be like that, I guess.
But with what the deck does and how much you draw doesn't really matter.
I don't know, man. That's like
that's like
not playing the over trigger in order to play an additional crit or something like that. Essentially, you're just doing a thing that everyone else is doing, but you're just not doing it. So you have to find out if it really weighs out. Probably does. Probably does. But I don't know. I don't know if I want to do that. I am also the one that was like trying to do playing a crit as your starter for like Unico. But around trying to with Trick Star multiple times before, and they still do. It works out. You can even do it with Trick Moon, so you get access to their counter charges. So yeah, this is essentially one of. So yeah, I mean, I can't knock it as much. Honestly, it is what it is. But we'll have to see how it plays out. It is in CFA already, so it is testable. But enough of that stinky nation. Let's talk about the real nation here in Dark States. What did I think of the episode 1 of Divines? We have a segment for that in a bit, actually, so we can talk about that. That's a bad deck. You would, the main character of this anime would tend to disagree. But we've got ourselves Steam Fighter Ernest, who says, when you guard with this, if you have a grade 3 or greater Bladmire, you show blast 1, and then this gets that if this were retired for guarding, you bind it face down instead, and it gets plus 10k shield. This is a nice little card. Sucks you can only use this on turn 3. Bladmire gets beat up in the early games. Having access to this on turn 2 would have been nice. If you could like either be on Bladmire or reveal Bladmire from Riot deck, that would have been nice. But that probably would have made the deck too good, but essentially this gives the deck 15k shield that also accelerates their game plan. So if you have it doesn't accelerate it to the point where you can use your Vine skill on turn 1, right? But it does make it so that you can technically get a lot more power, right? So it does scale you up. So it's like a good card to play. I don't know. And Bladmeyer will never make space for this. I don't know, man. 15k shield is kind of nice, and it also binds itself. So I don't know. You didn't want to do rest. Look at the game plan. I'm glad this card is getting reprinted soon, because RIP, yeah. Just gotta wait till August. I'm gonna buy so many of those energy cyclers, and I really hope that they're a decent price by then, but we'll see. But then we've got ourselves the GOAT here in the Vaydrak Dragon, who says, if this is placed, as long as it's not the battle phase, Soul Charge 1, Counterblast 1, choose a grade 2 or less from your soul with a different card name as this unit and call it out to rear. This is literally the Festival Collection card. Just not in Festival Collection, and it's not part of Dragon Empire. But then it says, if you have a Vanguard that's not Bladmeyer, you have to put that card that you called out back into your soul. Which, like, okay, fine. Fuck yeah. So I love this card so much because it follows the design philosophy that I like a lot, where it's like, instead of just having this card say, oh, if my Vanguard is X, I do Y, it's like, do Y, but also if your Vanguard's X, do Z or whatever, right? Which is really nice, because you could use this in like any deck. On play Soul Charge, Counterblast 1, call something out. You know, you can play this with 1 of in Chaos, pull out your whatchamacallit, to skip ride. You can get your Mechanics with this. You can play this in Barrel, possibly. You can just toolbox your soul in a lot of these decks, which is really nice, and it just goes back into soul. You can play this on turn 2, get some aggression. Perfect. You can play this and the Festival Collection card and just smack people every single grade 2 turn. So this is the cage order run. I do miss the 5k though. I mean, the cage order is free, so, but this will have shield and attack, so some Barrel calling Electrosword. I mean, we might not be using Electrosword anymore, so we'll see. Legendary deck Synchdrum again. I don't think it will, because it has a counterblast cost to it, but it is actually viable in a lot of decks. You can play this in Fabnio, right? So you have a bunch of your grade 3s and souls, you can reuse them. I think to make it generic. I love the franchise situation, which is good, honestly. I know it's not good market wise, but like, we need to design more cards like Frenchet, like Bifrons, like this Vaydrak Dragon, and the market shouldn't be a reason. The secondhand market shouldn't be a reason why these cards aren't designed. They need to just fix the fucking secondhand market, right? The game shouldn't be designed like ass just so cards can be cheaper. That's just dumb. They just need to find a way to fix the secondhand market so these cards can actually be, you know, playable in more hands. Grade 1 from Jack Jewel, and call out 2 cards. Play a grade 1 from Jack Jewel and call out 2 cards. What do you mean? Which grade 1? Oh, you mean grade 2? But you can only do that if you play Jack Jewel, because you have to reveal the grade 4 Jack Jewel. Use an Electro Spartan 2. It'll be mandatory to use Deep Sonic or 2. That's fine. I missed Deep Sonic. That's my homeboy. Apparently, developer support is the first triple air for Vehemence, which is surprising for me considering that this to hear this is Bruce. I mean, it doesn't say Vehemence. It doesn't mention him, so it's technically not for him. So can Boucher just increase the case ratios and we'd be fine? Yeah, they should. They should, right? They could 100% do that. There's so many things that they could do, but I just hate the fact that I have to be like, oh no, we can't design cards like Frenchet because then it's gonna be expensive. Like, no, design good cards, just make them accessible to people. Right? Like, fix the problem. Don't like fucking put a band-aid or like mess some other shit up because of this problem. Just fix the root problem, which is just, you know. But yeah, we're on money, yeah, unfortunately. Hey Zon, how you doing, buddy? Honestly, if we could cut that like 15k and like some of these other commons and get an extra triple rare in each box, we'd be in a good spot. You play the gradual grade 2 and grade 1 Rhine line and called out the grade 1. You play Velder Rock to close out another unit. Yeah, you can do that.
Inject duel.
I guess you can technically play that in any deck, but yeah. So that gives you just basically a board of 4 units that you can use to attack, which is kind of nice. So we got the double R as a rarity with all these. Yeah, honestly, like that Bruce card and like a lot of these cards could easily just been double rares, but they just be, and like they can make the rares worthwhile. That's kind of what they need to do. They need to bump up the rares. They need to take some of these rares, or take some of these triple rares, make them doubles, and they take some of these doubles, make them rares. Make the rares like actual chase cards, like make them good, right? Because then if you can make the rares good, then the boxes will actually be worth buying, right? If rares are actually viable and playable, and you can actually want to get them, and they're playable in decks and whatnot. Well, these combos are just plain bad, and most of the time, yeah, it's so disappointing. Is it guaranteed you pull a faded one from a booster set, or is that RNG as well? I'm pretty sure that's just RNG. I don't think it's guaranteed, but just given how many faded ones there are, there's probably a huge chance that you'll get it. Yeah, opening boxes sucks. They really need to make that a lot better. Like, I open Shadowverse boxes, and aside from the tokens that I hate getting in every single pack, it's like it just feels so much better. Rares being good, and then our FFR version will be desirable too. Yeah, like just make the rares at this point, aside from like the few exceptions, are just archetype specific support, or just like basically commons that they decided to not make commons for whatever reason. Anyway, sorry, this thing has another effect where for every 4 cards in your bind zone, this guy gets 10k, so not that bad. He scales up 10k every single time you use the skill. Yeah, like I get it, but like at the same time, I have so many fucking tokens that I don't know what to do with. So, and then like if they were normal cards, it'd be a different story, but they're like fucking thick, so like they even take up more space, and I can't put them in sleeves. I can't put them in like in binders. Like I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to do with all these damn tokens. Yep, I'll definitely be testing this out a lot. We'll have to see what, again, New Barrow does, and see if it's even worth it. They are in the same set, so all right, we'll go to the part where Ek disappears from the chat because he's too happy about us talking about Stride deck sets. Found a risk, but my wallet can only afford 1 card here at a time. Yeah, I totally feel that. That's deck dividers in your Vanguard decks? Yeah, I should do that. A ghosty plushie push your own, you cowards. Well, maybe if they actually made plushies and other merch, that'd be nice. But yeah, so we got revealed the other Stride for the deck sets here, which is the Lunatic Dragon and the Obadiah here for Grand Blue. But we also got the full deck list for the Stride deck sets. And because I'm the best Vanguard streamer available, I went ahead and I translated this garbage for you, and we actually get to walk through what each of these cards are. But I ask Curly when it comes back home. That's true. I'm gonna use that when I get off stream. Thanks. Hoping Oatmile and Asha are next. I don't know about Oatmile, but I mean, I guess so since we have Dark States and Two Nations. So who the fuck knows? We'll see. But for Pale Moon, these are going to be your grade 0s. So we're getting the Festival Booster triggers printed here, which is great because I love, this is like my favorite crit and this is like my favorite heal trigger, and they're actually like $1 each. So I'm glad that they're actually getting reprinted. Yeah, so there is a new Direful doll. We'll get to that in a second. Do not get excited. It will not be playable on Andal. Your starter is going to be the new Happiness Collector here. And then, you know, Overtrigger is going to be reprinted. For grade 1s, they already revealed this, but it's Betty in the Ride deck. We're, of course, only getting one. So if you want to play this in Premium, go fuck yourself. Bruce Road wants you to buy 4 of these fucking things. We're getting a standard version of Cutie Paratrooper, Masquerade Bunny, and our PG is going to be the Dark Side Mirror Master, which is cool. And then we have this brand new card, who here it says like Running Alastair, because like I used some random sites to try and translate it. I think it's supposed to be like Landing Assistant or something like that is the name of the card. It's just a brand new card exclusive to this, so we'll see what that is. Form a team to enter the Japanese tournament so we can get on the vlog. Yeah, that'd be nice. We can get me to Japan. Casual, like $5,000 or whatever that would cost. Next up, we've got the grade 2s, which is in the Ride deck. We're gonna have Jacqueline here. We're gonna have the new Direful doll here. Direful doll, whatever. But again, do not get excited. It's not gonna be playable on Andal. If it is, I don't know what I'll do. I'll dress up as Andal for a stream, but it's not gonna be playable on Andal. It's gonna be exclusive to this. None of the cards that have been in these deck sets have been playable in other decks, unfortunately. So it's just gonna be something that's gonna piss you off when you look at it. So do not get excited. Do not get your hopes up. But we do get Dark Side Princess here, which is one of my favorite cards in Pale Moon. Super happy that she's back. And finally, for the grade 3s, we're getting Flying Manticore and, of course, the new Harry. So this should be the card that says, like, if you do something, I get 10k, and also you can discard it for strike to draw 1. Hot take, I think the grade 1s of these ride lines should be tied. Should be tied to you having the Energy Crest to get the Stride Crest. That way the decks won't be $100 on release. You mean so you can't use them in Premium? I mean, I think it would be nice for these to not be usable in Premium overall, because of the fact that they don't do nice things in Premium when you give them a crest. So, and they already have that, but I think that would make a lot of people upset at the same time, because this was one of the few things of Premium support they would get, but they can't even get that. So the cost of that, don't worry, I'm telling you, it's not gonna happen. Give me 1 second. All right, we're back. Excuse me. All right, voice is so like gravelly today. I don't know what it is, but a sandwich has materialized in front of me, so we'll be eating some of that. I hope you guys don't mind. All right. And next up, we have the Night Rose one. These are the cards there, but we'll go ahead and show them to you. So for the grade 0, they're actually going to reprint the triggers from set 1, which is kind of nice for Circuit. And of course, Ganache as a grade 0. For the grade 0, grade 1s, we're getting Necrolazy back. We're getting, this as RPG, which makes sense. We're getting Tommy the Ghosty, which makes sense. We're getting Power Shot as a grade 1, and then we're getting some brand new grade 1 as a grade 1. For grade 2, we're getting Necrolazy and Columbard, and then another new card here. We don't know what it is yet. And then, Night Storm and Night Rose. Right. With your support, would work insane in my hand like Tong. Yeah, Tong might be really good. We'll have to wait and see if you even want to get grade 3s out of the deck, but yeah. Yeah, so there's a new Shade, and there's a new Ghosty. But they finally did the thing that I've been saying for literally a year that they're gonna have to do, which was restrict not only to you using the skip the song, that's fine. Not only using the ride deck from the Stride deck set, but now you also have to use that same exact G deck that corresponds with it. So you cannot, with your Fate Rider, be on Harry and go into Fate Rider. It's not gonna happen, fella. They can restrict upstream at all Pale Moon. We'll see about that. As of right now, you can still use upstream and the other way around, but we'll have to wait and see. And that means they'll eventually have to create new strides from scratch for each deck. Yeah, or just not support them. I'm okay with that too, honestly. I guess they could do. I would not be against them doing like a premium / standard set where they support the Stride deck sets, but also like do some other like premium cards and some reprints and stuff. That'd be kind of cute. But I can't wait to play like Vermilion or something and bind every Night Rose player's cards from drop or something like that, or play the Vishpo deck. Have them bind everything so they can't play the game. But so one thing I'm hoping we get out of the announcement this Thursday / Friday is that they confirm Vishpo. I guess there was some weird hiccup with the stream. Sorry about that. I'm almost done with my sandwich. I guess while I eat, I finish this. We can look at this.
So Bushiroad decided to share a random deck list
From people from Twitter. From Lyrical One. So since Eka had asked for this, here is the Starbird lady. Here's a deck. I think max rarity. I can't believe they're actually using this. That says if you like discard her, you can call her out. That's so funny. This deck ain't it. Damn, bro.
You're one of the decks. You mean this list? Or you mean the deck overall? You were one of the main, like, supporters. Like, nah, there's some potential here.
Damn. I guess she let you down that bad. Damn. Damn, son. Sorry. Yeah, this isn't like a topping list. I don't think so or anything. It's just a random list that they picked, I'm sure, because it was max rarity. And yeah. Her merit doesn't her sign, yeah. That's right. I feel the same way about Sienna. I don't know if her new support does that, but like since she was released, I feel like she had a lot of potential, but she just wasn't good at release at all. Yeah, definitely don't want to make any lyrical deck. I don't get we're using the set 2 order cycler in Sagitta. We already discard a lot, and I'll discard more to use orders. Yeah, and then you counterblast one and draw. But they're not using it here though. Not using it in that order. That would be interesting. You discard that card, discard a card, get the order back, counterblast one to draw one. Can draw from the discard effect to proc the scene, so it's understandable. Yeah. All right. Sandwich crushed. Let's talk about women. But yeah, hey Zach, how you doing, buddy? Doing all right here. I don't know if you really need Eureka in French chat. I think it's just more so that the deck needs it, because there really isn't much else the deck can do. So it's literally like generic city, right? Because generic order, generic bouncer, literal generic orders, right? So yeah. Pretty Demon Cord works kind of funny in this deck, right? Because you can discard draw, but I don't think that's really a good exchange. You will throw all the generic stuff around. I don't know if you're dunking on creative people or not, but yeah, it's week 1. It's fine. I'm just saying I feel like the fact that they have to use so many generic says that there's not too much going on with the deck itself. Wow.
Does he run any of the Judge Maidens besides the triple rare?
I guess you're right, yeah. I don't know if you... I feel like that doesn't matter too much.
But here's the Medio list.
Which I do not like. Because I do not like her. I've said it several times.
My list is essentially this
Same list. Except I cut this. And this.
And I'm playing three
Frenchette. 3 of the grade 2 that gets boosts. I'm trying to decide if I want to play the grade 1 that gives 5k. And then 1 less of this. And playing 1 jute. And that's basically my list. But and maybe I'm missing 1 more card because I'm not playing this. Yeah, the other maidens aren't very good. It's kind of a bit of a waste. Medial, yeah. Regretfully. Still play the Soul Blast 2? No, you don't want to do that. Because that would make... The new Medial is Counterblast Soul Blast 1, so that would make it Counterblast 1 Soul Blast 3 in a turn. You can still play her, right? For her other skill that says when something's called from drop, she gets 5k. So she's a I think she procs twice, so she becomes 18, but I might be wrong about that. It might be once per turn. But you do not use her actual skill. Her first skill, it's pointless. Unless for whatever reason, somehow you're stuck riding the old Medial, right? Then maybe. But I think I might be playing also... I might have taken out Brescia. But yeah, I think I'm only playing 2 of this. The original one. Richie Bird, that entry charges when discarded. Sounds like an idea. Bouncing her, she has to... You can't discard her if she's... You can't bounce her if she's getting discarded, but... Try to before calling it go over, yeah. I don't know if it'll work, just because if you have to discard her, but I guess if you pull... That's the grade 2, I think? I don't remember. Because I'm mixing up the Coral card now. I'm mixing up the Coral card that you put into Soul, because they kind of do the same thing. But yeah. Also, you don't want to play Orders in Medio, because this stinker only says normal or trigger units. If you reveal an order, you just go fuck yourself. Right? It's not as bad as in this version. You just won't get the crit. And there's also none of the stupid promo that I hate. Lavora, right? So it's probably... This is 1 Lavora, this would be 2 Lavora. And I don't know what else I use to make space for the other Lavoras. But... yeah. But again, this is just a random list. This isn't a topping list. Don't be super critical. I'm just super critical on Medial specifically, but not on this person or anything like that, or the list. It's just a random list Bushiroad decided to showcase just because it's max rarity. And then we have another 2 to look at. This one here is for Leafia. I freaking love... This was not max rarity, ironically. But I freaking love the art on this grade 3. I might pick up the deck just because of that. But this one actually seems correct to me. I don't know about the yellow over trigger per se. Forbidodol's kind of funny. But yeah, the list in general looks pretty solid. I really like this girl. But for you got top 16, this list specifically, nice. Grade 2 skyrocketing in price. Which grade 2? The yellow teas, you can buy it. I mean, the yellow tea is actually really good. Actually, before New Barrel Magus was revealed, I was gonna start playing this in Barrel Magus. Because I'm just like, this is technically always draw 3 cards essentially. So I was gonna like play fronts and then just play this. Fluty? Oh, this girl's been gone. She been gone. She has been gone. I had only 3 of these, and I bought one for like just to have the complete set for like $9 a while back, and that was already high for a double rare. But yeah, wish I had more copies of this. But because of this card, I stopped playing Marlene because I was just like, if I could only play this in one deck, I don't want to play it anymore. With Vert to get 5 attacks, that's dumb. He's right there at the bottom. Yeah, she's right over here. I saw another list. Zen probably shared it. That had the like, that was actual max rarity because it had this in LSR. But yeah, I feel like this is pretty right for the most part. I don't remember what this does, so I don't know if that's any good. Pretty decent. IMO. Then the last one we have here is going to be Coral. I hate this heal trigger because every time I look at it and I'm just like, fuck, I want this heal trigger. Oh, but I'm never gonna fucking get it because they don't release those in English. But like 5 times my energy card, since I assumed that using the cards is easier than using the fighter coin. Yeah, it's personal preference. A lot of people use the card, to be honest, but at least they're playing Loving Pink, yeah. Which I don't know, I still don't really like it in Coral, but I haven't played it in a bit. Yeah, they're playing the grade 3. I don't know how I feel about that. I kind of get it, but it feels a bit unnecessary. I think this girl, I was originally thinking she was kind of ass, but she's actually like the best card in the deck, honestly. 4 of the starter? Damn, that's a bit much. Yeah, that's a bit much. But hey, if it works. Grade 1, put a Lifia to soul to refill. So refill your soul for the new grade 2. The new grade 2 is really good, but I don't know if I saw it in that list. Did we see it in this list? Oh yeah, we do see the new grade 2. Yeah, I think this card is really good, honestly. Anywho. So the real surprise I've been seeing is using the grade 2 that Lorno got for Festival Collection to put a card from hand to soul. Yeah, I think I had seen you guys discuss that. -1, but you can force corals into soul. Yeah, to search out a song, but you don't actually search it out. -1 angelic coral. I'm guessing that's the starter. You play 2 of the starter in main deck. Yeah, I don't know about Roseanne. 4 of the new grade generic grade 2. Really? I don't know about that. The grade 3 is fine. She kind of does the same thing as the whatchamacallit, the card Zen is talking about, right? Because she like puts a card into soul to draw 1. That's all right. But on play Soul Charge Hyro, yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. She can CB1 draw, but I know you guys are saying like, oh, you don't use CB. I was like, as I was using the deck, I was just like, damn, bro, I ran out of CB. And they like, I use this each turn, and then I use this girl, and I was just like, yep, there goes all my fucking CB. This is interesting because like you bounce most of your deck, but I get it. Fuck Shiranui. High roll Soul Charger Core, extra soul for the grade 3. The triple roll grade 3 that draws your card early and that you bounce the hand. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to try it out. I haven't tested it since like literally it was revealed, but I just remember not feeling strongly about this before testing it, and during testing it, French Chat Pink was kind of like, but I did see the insane value of this grade 2. Yeah, I have not touched Vert at all. I did test Coral, I tested Lefia, I did not test Hazard, and I just like hand tested it for a bit. I didn't like extensively tested it. The only one I extensively tested was like Medio. That was it. Coral deck building challenge hard mode, triggers and PGs aside, build a Coral deck with cards only drawn by Digiforce. I'd love that. I would love that. Because she's like my favorite artist. Honestly, the grade 3 triple rare is just mediocre. Yeah, it's not really as that great, honestly. You don't have a choice to kind of play it, I think, but yeah, she's not that great. She's definitely would be like the first card that gets replaced once we get a new generic or something like that. But yeah, I don't really like her a lot. Tried birth with just 4 of everything about twice. It was decently okay. Yeah. We're being inaccessible to Labrador is a crime. Murders both deck. Yeah, for now. For now, unfortunately, yeah. It's I don't know why they did that, but it might have been too strong. Maybe, I don't know. But it is what it is, right? It is. If I want to look at it like at a devil's advocate, it is them going to standard and trying a different approach for an encounter deck rather than just doing the same shit, right? So it is that, at least. Prisoners paying for their crimes in V? Yeah, that's probably the case there. And it's not like it's not possible for them to do that in the future. Like I said, they can very easily release a promo that says all your grade 3 prisons in hand have the same name as Vert, right? So happy the best girl is back. Coral? Yes. Looking forward to playing this. I'm a little, I mean, I don't care about it too much. I was a little miffed because I was like, as of right now, right, pre them announcing a new Baromagus, I was kind of like, I don't really have a deck that's like me that I really like. Like I have a lot of decks that I like, but nothing that I've really been attached to in a long time. And I was kind of hoping maybe Cora would be it, but then I tested her and it was just like, she's like, all right. I didn't vibe with it as much, and she also wasn't like crazy strong either, so I could like be like, well, she's really good at least kind of ordeal. But now that I have new barrel, like I'm definitely gonna pick up Coral just because I like Coral, and I can enjoy decks and then have a deck that I really like, right? So I'm really looking forward. I'm putting a lot of hopes into this Thursday, if you haven't noticed. So we'll see. But yeah, just something just has not been clicking ever since like Wildress started. Just like it just hasn't been clicking because I couldn't really click with Drag Jewel as much. I couldn't click with Youthberg as much. I couldn't click with Leonorn as much, and that's really all they supported, right? And Jiva and Bruce, but I just could not click with those. So it was rough. Want to be like Stride bonus core? I mean, she basically already is. Remaining Zorga. I wish every deck was like Zorga, where you could constantly have 50 different builds and be able to adjust it 50 different ways. Like, if I was a Zorga main, I would have been set for life. Burr has a high ceiling, and that RNG element really makes the playing experience unpredictable and exciting. Yeah, I guess it's like gambling apparently. There's where they be your favorite / least favorite Vanguard streamer of all time. Honestly, yeah. It's yeah, pray for me. I'm gonna need all the help I can get. It's gonna be rough. But we'll see what happens. Alright. So that's Coral. Real quick, before we get into the next one, if you have not seen the anime, there's gonna be some spoilers, so this is your warning. Alright. We're gonna get into spoiler territory a bit here. So I'll have these anime spoilers things on top, so if you're looking at the stream, you'll know that it's a spoiler. But what's wrong with Drag Jewel? It's been fun, especially how that Bifrons exists. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with those decks, it's just me specifically, I don't like directly vibe with them, right? I didn't directly vibe with them and be like, yo, that's my deck, right? I just couldn't connect with any deck like that. There's a lot of decks that I like Drag Jewel is one of the decks that I just happen to like and whatnot, but like I just couldn't like completely vibe with it like I have like I guess Baromagus, right? So I don't know. Have I still charged the OT playing Dark States? Like every time. It's not even like a thing anymore. I talk about it all the time, but one of the benefits of starting out with Baromagus as my first deck is that like when bad shit happens while I play Vanguard, it's just like whatever, right? Everyone else complains like, oh, I got a bad hand. I'm just like, oh, I gotta play all awkward and like play like a bunch of cards. It's just like, this is just a Tuesday for me, bro. I'm used to discarding my whole hand, passing turn with one card in hand, bro. This is nothing. This is baby shit. So if it's good, I'll be building it down. There's an N in Baromagus. Baromagnus. Oh, okay, fair enough. I'm just gonna say Baromagus just to continue annoying you. Same with Setu Hermine. Yeah. Yeah, I can feel. I can imagine how you feel about that. So, especially as a lyrical player, y'all got it rough. It was like up in the ghetto, essentially. Yeah. So, I might not have the skill like other players did from playing different decks, but when it comes to like coping and like dealing with like stressful situations or whatever, it's kind of like, yeah, I've been through worse, bro. I've soul charged every trigger in my deck and then just check blank for like 3 turns while I had 2 cards in hand, bro. Like, you can't get any worse than what I've been through. But all right. So in order to stream, we will immediately head to deck cooking session, or no, it'll be in the later that night. Because unfortunately, I haven't decided yet if I'm gonna take off work. But yeah, I might either have to go to work or have some stuff to do. But we'll just scream in agony or enjoy for a bit, and then we'll like go into detail later on. But if I take off, maybe we can test a bit. But I have to like put them all into CFA, and that's gonna take a while. So. I just need a team RP to complete. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So I have to mod it into CFA. It's gonna take a while. But all right, I've given you guys your warning. So we got episode 1 of Divine season 2 come out. It was okay, personally. I've said this before, but I cannot stand this fucking guy, bro. I'm hoping like homeboy over here just fucking grows like Wolverine claws and just fucking marks this guy. Like, I cannot stand him. It's from his face. I want to see him play. I cannot stand him. His voice, bro. He needs to shut the fuck up and stop screaming. Man, he drives me insane. He just needs, if he doesn't talk, like when he was in season 1 in the future with like Hikari and stuff, he was like, right, like he was a decent character because he wasn't screaming and he like, you know, was doing stuff. But here, bro, he just needs to shut the fuck up. Stop being so horny, bro. Like, drives me insane. It's always just him screaming and him screaming about some girl and shit. I can't, bro. I would be show. I would be show constantly if I went to the school. I'd be like, fuck everyone, fuck everything. He's a clearly lyrical player, maybe, yeah. Oh, I've seen worse people than him, I'm sure. But like, I just can't stand it. The more coward device is essentially that, except he doesn't actually play. As a secret manipulative psycho pretending to be nice, maybe, I don't know. Funny story about that, but we'll get into that in a second. Like when any male looking unit only wife was, that would make a lot of sense, right? That would make so much sense, but who knows? Gonna get warm to his death this Friday? Yeah, so I'm concerned. To be honest with you, I'm very concerned. I'm very concerned with how the season is going. Based on this first episode, it was a decent episode, but like already see episode 2, we have our first fight of this clash. Like, I don't know. I don't even fucking know her name. I don't know her name. I barely know her name. I don't know this guy's name. I don't know any of these fucking characters. And it's already like, boom, round 1. Like, y'all couldn't like wait like a second or something like that. Like, god damn. Yuna sucks. Is that her name? Like, honestly, this could be Yuna. This could be Yuna. Fucking this could be Yuna. I don't know. I haven't had the time. Okay, I figured it was the lyrical girl, yeah. But I'm a little concerned how quickly they're going through things. Where does think, bro? They gotta hop to it. I guess. I don't know. It was a good episode. I liked it a lot. I liked that they had a fight here with Akina and Sho. That was really cute, right? And it was just like tabletop. But I like that a lot. Sho got a win too, so that was cute. I like that a lot. Didn't have to show the whole fight either, right? They could do that a lot more, so that's nice. I like that a lot. Backstory during each fight, 2 episodes for each fight. Yeah, the usual formula. Some slice of life fillers in my card games. I want build up. It doesn't have to be slice of life. They don't have to be fucking chilling, going to the beach and shit. I want fucking actual build up. Right? I want like, let me give a shit about these stakes, right? Like, you guys say, oh, the world is ending. What world, bro? I don't give a shit. Cray is ending, bro. They show Cray for like 5 seconds. Like, give me some time to give a shit about stuff. But I don't know. I just think it needs to slow down a bit. But I know we're gonna get into the whole 12 episodes a season thing, and I get it, but it just is what it is. Sure, we'll be dropping for sure. I hate the trope, but once an antagonist joins a team, having to change the story, they instantly job. Yeah,
More tthan likely.
so Gabe's team will lose at the end, and Akina's friend will show up out of nowhere and save the day. If only. What would happen if the fated ones were just like, nah, we won't fight? So the fun thing is, I did not see this in the episode. Maybe I was just too busy looking at assless ass, but they revealed like spoilers or a summary for episode 2, and it says the following, right? Oh, I forgot to put this is from Cyrus. I had a little thing for his Twitter at the bottom, but I forgot to put it in the slide. So they said this, right? Specifically this first part. So Siblet announces the start of this Destined show now. Those standing in the way are the 6 destined ones whose minds have been corrupted. I did not see that in the anime at all. At no point did they say, oh, these motherfuckers are corrupted or whatever. I didn't see any of that shit. I didn't see any of that shit. So that's kind of wild. So now that kind of makes sense. And it says, to release those who are deep connections with Akina and others, they must be defeated in fights. So they have to fight them. Yeah, so they can't just be like, nah. Nah, I'm gonna go home. But I'm guessing they're gonna say this at the beginning of the next episode. But they did not say this in season 1. Because that changes the tone instantly, and it makes a lot more sense what's going on. But I mean, I guess, but like the fact that like had we seen them, like build up would have been like, had we been able to ascertain this ourselves, like we would have seen Hikari acting kind of weird to Akina, all these other characters acting kind of weird, interacting with their like who they're gonna fight. We're like, yo, what's going on? Why is everyone being so bitchy? Right? And then later on we find this, that would have been build up. But this is just flat out them just saying, oh yeah, they're just corrupted, so you gotta fight them. So that's my concern, is that they're just saying it, but they're not showing it. Like, stop saying shit, just show it. But I don't know, we'll see. Hopefully it's the kind of thing where like the fight with Kyon and Sho is like they only do like 2 turns towards the end of the episode, right? And most of the episodes dedicated to like building shit up, hopefully, but we'll see. Into it all in episode 2 we'll give the why, hopefully. I wonder, I said I will definitely take Hikari back in the trailer. Yeah. Also because you could just steal the L from the little sister. What's he going to do? Fight back? Yeah. Have some Naruto mind control. They can't release as its mind control plot convenience. Yeah, which is like fine. It makes sense given the people that they've picked, right? Because it's strange that Jinky's here, actually. So that's kind of strange, right? That he's getting corrupted. But it kind of didn't make sense. We had talked about it before. Like, why is this person suddenly want to, like, you know, do her thing? Why is this fan of Mikoto suddenly want to beat her ass, right? Like, it was kind of strange, right? They didn't really have any motivations. And this gives them a motivation, which I guess is fine. But we'll have to see how it actually plays out. The fire in front of him, imagine it's just like it's immune because it's a faded card. But ChatGPT to build his deck. I also saw people talk about that in the intro. I think Bojang, you mentioned it also, that like in the intro it looks like there's a scene where he's like in the mirror and one side looks like he's being controlled by Gi, which is really interesting. But once again, we'll lose on purpose. Let's make it interesting. I also don't know, like, assuming, right? I don't think they explain this either, but assuming it's like them versus them, right? Because they just said it's a fated clash. I don't know if it's the kind of thing where suddenly, like, Akina can fight Mikoto or something like that, right? Because they just said fated clash. I don't think they specified that it's like them versus them, or if it's like a free-for-all. I don't know. Maybe they did and I don't remember, but yeah. Are you making this into a video or just a stream thing? Probably just a stream thing. I usually don't have the time to unfortunately edit through it. Uncorrupt them just uncorrupt them just to corrupt them again, it's fine. The devil we know is better than the devil we don't, yeah, I guess. I've been hearing that maybe he is controlling Jinky, so he wouldn't be corrupted, but I don't know about Jinky since never watched the Dress After Season 2. That would be strange just because Guy was supposedly like good now also, right? Because he like lost to Yu and he's just like, nah, I'm gonna be a good guy now also. So I don't know where we're heading with this, but we'll see. Just likes watching shit go wrong. He plays along for the sake of seeing how things will play out, and Mikoto is the only one here who calls him a weirdo, yeah. But yeah, so instantly we have here our first fight here. We get to see next week. I think that's the next slide I have here. Next week, we're getting 9 cards, I think it is, for Leviadris, and also an alt art. So I guess he's getting a DSR, which kind of makes sense because he's the cover card. Hopefully the DSR looks cool, or maybe not. Hopefully the DSR looks ass, because then I have to get the DSR. Once they go with evil, yeah, yeah, and I don't know what's gonna happen here. Like, I don't think that they're gonna make him lose, right? That doesn't make a lot of sense. So I'm pretty sure Sho is instantly gonna get bodied, which is kind of funny, but we'll see. So the Faded Ones teams get for winning the team fight besides and corrupt, or what do they get? Nothing. They supposedly save the world. So presumably if they win, Civilit can't use the Design Force to burn Cray more or whatever. So might we get along going based on a dislike from Masanori? Maybe, yeah. But I think that's it, right? Oh yeah, and just a reminder, Thursday morning live reaction. Even though it's gonna be like a restream or a restream, I'm gonna restream the actual stream, the Japanese stream, and I'm probably gonna have like the audio of like different fight stream or something like that, so I know what exactly is going on, which is unfortunate. But yeah, and then in the actual, you know, afternoon, evening, or whatever, we'll actually go into detail. But I will probably have spent the entire day testing it, but we'll see. They have a point on calling out Gabe Lewis for being a hypocrite. Yeah, yeah. They kind of like, the Faded One team, they kind of like ignored that part that they got used. But, you know, they must not to share a new deck for the final fight. Yeah, hopefully after it's been nerfed to the ground and he can't use any of the cards, but we'll see. But I think that is it. Yeah, that will do it. So I'll be right back. Use the bathroom. We're gonna go there. right. Hopefully not too much trash. They're punks. Do we have a stream for Ian? Stream this Thursday or Friday? No. Maybe. Cause I'm gonna be up. Cause I have I'm gonna end up probably having to remote fight around that time, but I guess I could do that. We'll see. I can do 3 streams in a day or something like that. That's really worth it, but we'll see. But you build 5 kids and evolved Weirdo into nearly getting themselves killed. Did they get killed? I don't think they were gonna get killed. I think they would have been alright. Alright. We have a few more minutes, I guess, available. Whoops. Fade. There we go. Sorry for that jump scare. Yeah, hopefully it's not as loud as it was before. Oh, let's put on some Tokyo. I haven't heard some Tokyo on this stream in a long time. The old title jump scare. So what do I have here? Oh, Grandra. That's right. So we have a few minutes. I can maybe do a quick hand test of something. Here's the few barrels. Great again, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna be obnoxious as hell. I'm gonna warn you guys. If he's like solid, I'm not gonna shut up about it. You hear about the new Worlds PG and Festival Collection? It's 1 per case. Oh my fucking god, I should have known. I should have fucking known. Oh god, bro, I'm so sick of their shit. I'm so sick of that shit. Oh man, I mean, at least it's guaranteed 1, but that is just stupid as fuck. So that if it wasn't a card that was already needed, right? Because there's a stealth engine you can use, but the only way to use it is to fucking get the Stride deck set PG, which is expensive already. So now they're gonna make another alternative, which is more expensive technically. Stupid as hell. Why even call it stealth at that point? Right? Why not call it some other shit? But, oh well. Oh yeah. We'll see. I have to see if I can get myself some Festival Collection tomorrow. Yeah, good old Boucherard. Man, I have it built actually. I finally got my copies of the deck in. Pay more for waifu. I mean, it's barely a waifu, but I guess so. So I finally got the deck built. I don't have the forehead cam here, but deck. Cryandra that you guys can't really see. Got it built, finally. I was waiting for my last copies of the deck, but I haven't actually playtested because I just got it yesterday and I just haven't had the time. And I'm in the middle of building Zorga on paper. Got like something on my nose. But I have to figure out how I want to play that. And then I also have Vladimir, and of course I have Pinhead Kyoko. You're cycling a deck that doesn't discard, so you can use it to guard. You have no other way to use energy. Yeah, basically. Yeah, that deck is super cheap to build. I just threw this in because, yeah, there's no other way to use energy. Aside from, like, that one retire card, which is kind of whatever. So you just use this to guard. Yeah, the Golem uses energy too, but that's it, right? So this is just, you can use this to guard. But you're not going to play, like... You're not always going to get 2 of the Golem. And the grade 3 is better because he lets you draw also. But not that this doesn't, but this also gives power, right? Has it been revised Night Mist? So you're gonna have 2 Grand Blue decks? How about no? but we have 0 grand blue decks. But yeah, I really like this deck, and it hits like this decent numbers. It's like pretty consistent, right, in what it needs to do. It just needs like if I could replace these 5 cards with like something that does something really crazy, it would be a lot better. But yeah, Donation Cat Robot, yeah, because like the only reason I have this, right, is honestly so I can bounce stuff like this back into my hand so I can use it next turn, aside from the fact that it does its own thing. But I just honestly use that so I can reuse this guy, and then like I said, I just use this to guard, and it also works that I can use it to bring this back if I really wanted to. And technically I can use it for counterblast, right, because the only other thing that uses counterblast is this guy. No, I never built Legion deck, just to build it in premium. If I use this card against you, the defensive 4, yeah, it's a really good card. Really good card. Not only does it give you shield, but also bounces something to your hand, which is one of the insane parts about it. So you can get to reuse your on-place effects. I have like maybe 15 minutes. What's a deck that we can hand test in 15 minutes? By the way, here's my Medial list. Let me see if this is accurate. No, this is outdated. So I dropped this. I'm probably gonna end up playing that common. Rotovisor. Rotovisor hasn't got anything new. We already hand tested it. This girl. Because the only way you use energy is this. So you can, if you haven't seen this, you can use this to give her 5k, which is good, or you can use it early games. But then I need to stick in a Preciosa here, or a Frenchette, I should say. I want to say I just flat out took this out. Like I just flat out took it out, but I don't remember right now. Maybe I did like something like this and this. Maybe like took this out completely and played like 3 Frenchette Pinks. And this, I think it was this. I have it saved on my laptop. But yeah, it might have been something like this. In a hand test with the grade 1. Yeah, the grade 1 that makes no difference. The grade 1 that does nothing for the deck. Yeah, I mentioned it like 2 streams ago, but I never actually got around to it. But yeah, there's a Shadowverse Evolve simulator. So a simulator for the game, the card game, that's based on the digital game. Yep. And I've been meaning to get on that, but I have not. And it's like an actual simulator, so it's like a dueling book or something of the sort. So I really gotta get on that. I'm surprised I haven't seen more people talk about it. I don't know if it's like Ash or something, but I'll have to see. I guess we can take a look at this really quickly. I really wanted to build this, but we'll see. It's pretty easy to use, not many features, but it works. That's fine. I mean, as long as it works, you know, it doesn't like crash or anything. So I don't know what I'm gonna do about this set. I don't know. I don't think it's worth getting a case for, but I do want to get a lot of cards from it. So there aren't any like crazy generics either. So it might not be worth it. So this says, this pulls her out. This says, discard, everyone gets 5k. So it's an axe skill, and this one says she gets 5. Right, she's Boulder Axe. So you want to play that. Still feel like the grade 1 is pretty good to play in main deck. There's only private rooms though, so no lobbies. So that's why it doesn't get much attention. That's fine. That's totally fine. 4 of this. And I just put 4 copies of all the engines. Yeah, good enough. Yeah, pretty much. Well, maybe not, because like I don't know if I want to bother with like some of these other cards. Because what does this one do? This is on place, counterblast 1 like a top 5 for essentially herself or main deck, which is like okay, and does put into your hand, which this girl is the combined rusher, right? If you discard your energy charge and drop, when the Vanguard attacks, you can call her out. And also, she gets plus 10k. And this one doesn't do shit. So I guess you can play this, but it's kind of mid, to be honest. I think that's it, right? There was no grade 3 support card for it, right? Oh no, it was this girl. Yeah, she was whatever. She gives you retire. Then there's the grade 1. This one was alright. I thought this one was okay. The grade 1 that says she gets 10k shield, and also if you discard her, you put into soul. So this, I feel like this is decent at the very least. 3 PGs. Momentaria. I guess you want to play front, so let's be cheeky and play 4 of them. And do we have any new crits? No. We'll pick this one because she has a bird. Does it got CC options since there's a lot of discard? I mean, there are in Lyrical a lot of ways to. I shouldn't say a lot, but there are ways to countercharge. This makes sense for the deck. And we just need 3 of a crit. I guess she has wings, so she makes sense. And over trigger. Use energy. Energy blast 4 to get a drive. So over trigger is often live. So it makes the fronts worthwhile. It also makes guarding easier, right? Because you don't have to worry about that many attacks. The Angel over trigger. I don't know if I want to play the lyrical one. Can't play the purple one. I guess you can play the purple one, because this retires itself. So you could technically play the purple one. Angel PG, but I mean that does make sense, but I like Ellie. Ding Dong is a PG? Yeah, she is. I don't know a lot about generic lyrical cards, but aren't there any funny cards that proc off being discarded from your turn? Yeah, the main one is this grade 1, but I don't understand how you would use it effectively. The main one is ironically there's one that's Lutetia lock, so it's not generic. There's one that's in the list we saw on the stream. Where is she? This girl who says if she's discarded, you're so blessed I want to call her, which is cheeky. But like, I don't think there's a way to discard mid-battle with this deck, right? Because this is an axe skill. This doesn't discard. She just says if you discard, but that's it, right? This doesn't cause you to discard. So there's no real way to do it mid-battle. You do? How? Must be something I'm not playing. Oh, yeah, but you have no way to get 4 for more. Or is it 4? Oh, specifically the fourth one. I guess so. Yeah. So I guess if it's the fourth one, then you would discard, and then you would call her out, but then you discard again. But that's stupid. That seems stupid, especially for just one that has 6k. Yes, this is for, yeah, I forgot it's 4 or more. I thought it was if it's more than 4, but yeah, no. Yeah, so once I play this, I have to discard. So this is technically a discard to call her out. I could call her out and not discard, but you know what I mean. So yeah, so you can technically use this on the other column, but then you would have to discard again that turn, which you can then again use the counterblast to draw. But that's 2 counterblasts to cycle 2 cards. I don't know if that's worth it. Right, discard. I don't think there's gonna be a lot that comes up that's relevant, to be honest. Large wheel, that color's an ice type. Palmyria might be one option for discard as well. That sounds familiar. So this says this is a funny card. So she says Soul Blast 1, either call it, or Soul Blast 1, look at the top card, either call it or discard it. So you can then see if you want to draw. I don't think you want to do that. This for gems. She just, you can cycle 2, I guess, with this if you counterblast. Oh, that's dumb. These are PGs. Ernest correct. You can counterblast 2 to draw 3. Discard 2. I guess. You discard 1 to get a normal order from your, choose a normal order. So you can discard a normal order, play it from drop, and then you can draw 1 card. It says discard, but I think you have to discard from your hand specifically, right? This for Clarissa. This, yeah, I keep saying you can use this, which is kind of funny, but I don't think it'll work. This is kind of nice, right? I feel like this is kind of cheeky. Yeah, because this girl lets you discard and shoot. And then there's the combined rusher girl, which is this one for Leticia, which is funny, but that'd be 7 a turn. I was thinking mainly the doing something with the first effect, to be honest. But if it does come up, it comes up, I guess. This is nothing. It says discard. Oh, interesting. Forgot that's how she works. All right. During your turn, you may put this into your soul, so you can counterblast 1, get soul, I guess. I don't know if you really need soul like that. Name lock, name lock, name lock, and grade 3 is nothing really here. Alright. Yeah, so there really isn't much, regretfully. Palmyra. Oh, yeah, that's the one I was talking about, yeah. That one's alright. I don't know if you want to do that, to be honest, but you could. Honestly, I'm tempted to just throw in Stegria and orders to fill up the deck, honestly. Yeah, this one gets 5k shield. I don't think I want to be discarding, to be honest. Does not sound like a good thing, aside from like maybe for this effect, right? Like, I don't think there's a lot of cards that I really can make use of the discard, so I was kind of just thinking of focusing on the fact that she gets drive. So with that in mind, trying to like thin out the deck and use the drives and stuff. So yeah, maybe Caliburn. She already gets 10k by herself, so Persona Ride isn't as necessary, but your regards are shit. So maybe it is. I don't know. This is kind of cute, just because I always like playing this because it's like automatically decked in one card, and you can get yourself a 15k booster. See if there's any good orders that I'd like to play. I can't play that, unfortunately. Yeah, I'd rather counterblast one each turn to like play this thing. Right? I would honestly rather use my counterblast for that. Definitely not using that. Definitely not using that. Frankly, there is one of those that lets you countercharge, but yeah, I don't know, maybe like this. Fucking this. Maybe I can play on grade 2. Yeah, this one. If you have 6 or more units, you can countercharge. Anyone Vashblon? I guess you could. I guess you could run Vashblon, yeah. Yeah, they don't have the set 2 English pictures yet. Yeah. Guess you can run this too. Oops. Can I make space for Vashblon? This, and then I wanted like 2 of these, like the girl that searches. I have a bunch of grade 2s. One of them is an order. Maybe I don't need 4 of this, but maybe you do. Maybe this isn't worth it. Maybe 1 less of this. I wanted to play play the one that's, yeah, this girl. There we go. Again, I'm only talking about the first effect because I'm playing orders, but just use the boost order package. Maybe. Random question, but I'm just coming back to CFV. What do you think, also guys, for local tournaments? Do you think it's a lost cause just to build, since a cheap deck like Valeno exists? It's, I wouldn't say it's a lost cause. It's definitely not in the best spot. It is gonna get supported in the future. If I had to pick one or the other, I would pick Valeno. Unfortunately, that's the much better deck right now. But you can definitely make also guys work if you'd like. Shameless plug, but I am having a locals tournament in my Discord, which, you know, people tend not to play anything crazy high meta, so if you wanted to try also guys there, you could do that. But yeah, if I had to pick one or the other, I'd pick Valeno. Also guys, I wouldn't say it's a lost cause because its effect is pretty generic, so one day it might be playable, but it kind of just depends on how it ends up being supported. There is going to be a set of promos that come out in the far future for Ultigeist that might make the deck pop up a little bit, but we'll have to wait and see. Yeah, because I guess I do have, well, I guess I don't have that many grade 2s, but Vashblon would be nice. You're welcome. guess we can do that. She can only search. The only thing is that she can only search normal orders. She only gets powered up by normal orders, so it doesn't do much together. So maybe not. Like this. I don't know. Let's just see how that works. We'll use. I forgot to put the over trigger in. That's right. Never chose which over trigger. Yeah. Well, this is searchable, so this is whatever. And that's the only one of. This one is searchable with this. That's where we're only playing one of it. Maybe take out one of these and I don't know. Ugh, what crap did I add accidentally? You get out of here. Where is it? Maybe we'll try purple, just for the sake of it. And go back. There we go. And we'll give this 1 or 2 quick hand test. And then we'll call it from there. All right, these things starting handy. Oh, that's why I don't want basketball. Never mind. Go back. That's why I don't want basketball, because then I can't call out the grade 1 and the grade 2 from the ride deck. So never mind. Basketball can go in the trash. And I don't know, I guess this. Yeah. Okay. We'll keep 1, I guess. What's this back? It's playing like 4 of it. Ugh. Let's say I didn't draw that. Ugh. Let's say I didn't draw that. Ugh. Let's say I didn't draw that. Okay, whatever. Right. Draw. Oh my. Oh my god, bro. Oh my god. Alright. Can I just have 1 decent test hand real quick, please? Please, game. Alright. Put this back, put this back, put this back. Whatever. Let's try them for turn. Draw. I don't know if this is gonna work. I don't know if it's gonna work. Cause like I don't do anything in the early game. I have to wait till turn 3 to do anything, which kind of sucks. Discard this. Right, this. Get Crust. Does that activate now? Yeah, I guess it does. So I get 1 energy. Cool, thanks. Good hit. Okay, fuck you. Draw. I guess I have enough shield. Discard. Look at top 7. Alright. Got a hit at least. That is what you do, right? Yeah, really put it to your hand. Okay. And yeah, swing, check, pass turn, get hits. Okay, stand, draw. Oh my god. And this is locked to opponent being great to the greatest. I can't do it this turn. I don't have anything to discard for an effect aside from itself, so I guess I can keep that. Discard this. Right into this. All. I don't know, here. Or here. I mean, technically here based on the deck, but. You know, replace. The grade 1 is when placed, not when rolled upon. Oh, it's when placed. Whoops. That's fine. So I can use this. I think it's 5k. Now I'm gonna play this. Still blast 1. Look at top 5. Ugh. Fucking hell. Oh my god. What fucking garbage. Come on, man. I don't even want to play this deck anymore. Oh, I don't want to play this deck anymore. So it's disappointing. I don't know. I'll try it out some other time when I have a better head about it, but that was kind of disappointing. I was hoping to just get this, use Stegria, turn 2, have like a solid turn 2, and then do some other stuff afterwards, but never mind, fuck me. That's clearly not gonna happen. Alright, I think we'll call it here. I have to go do a bunch of weird things and finish building Zorga among those things. Once again, shout out to the Discord. Join that. Have a good time having a tournament this weekend if you guys want to join. Streaming twice, Thursday, early morning live reactions to the barrel reaction, and then later on to actually go over the cards in detail. And maybe, if we're lucky, a third time for the English presentation. But yeah, either way, thanks everyone for stopping by tonight. Hope you guys are having a good morning, evening, afternoon, whatever it is. Hope you guys are taking care of yourselves and each other, playing Vanguard, and having yourselves a damn good one. Whoops. And that means open up paint.